Travis Hunter is cooked. NFL training camp hasn't even started yet, and she's already building her case to get that bag and get out of there.
I'm going to start from the very beginning with this my type thing.
I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I
don't have to decide I know I don't have to defend myself with no clowns. I'm not defending myself. I'm defending my girl.
Don't get suckered into this bro, because something ain't right. Though I didn't like that video. He wasn't my type. Remember, you wasn't my type. But when you're successful, you everybody's type.
According to insiders, Hunter initially proposed signing a prenuptial agreement, but for some reason, he later gave up. Now it seems that perhaps it is because the two have a child, which means that if they divorce...
They got married in Tennessee, where there's no time limit for a spouse to become eligible for alimony.
And be honest, always be honest.
You got the ring on right now?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Forget the stat sheets for a second. The rumor driving the clicks right now is simple. Off camera, the vibe between Travis Hunter and Leanna Lenee doesn't match the highlight reel. Comment threads call it a bedroom mismatch, stitching together tiny moments, a reception turn at the last second, a throwback line about him not being her type, and that Heisman-night pause everyone keeps slow MONG and treating them like a solved case. None of it proves anything, but once the storyline sticks, every new clip gets drafted to play a part.
No wonder Travis Hunter's wife refused his hug at the wedding. Leanna's 3 actions after Travis's draft expose her true colors. Recently, a video from Hunter and Leanna's wedding scene quickly sparked heated discussions as soon as it was released. Surprisingly, fans generally hold a pessimistic view of this marriage and even worry about Hunter's future. In fact, some of Leanna's previous actions make it hard not to question whether her feelings for Hunter are genuine.
Before we run the timeline, quick pact. If you've ever been misread off one screenshot, tap like, and subscribe if you want context over chaos. One tap tells the algorithm you're here for full stories, not crop frames. Good. Let's move. The reception clip is Exhibit 1 for the rumor crowd. The room's cheering, Travis leans in, and Leanna tilts away. Some viewers say it's lipstick, nerves, bad angle. Others swear the body language spells distance. That looped 5 seconds got shared, captioned, memed, and re-captioned until it felt like evidence instead of interpretation.
Because they don't like his fiance. That's so ignorant. Y'all done pissed him off here.
Viral? Definitely. Definitive? Not even close. Next up in the montage, the old bite where she says he wasn't her type at first. In longer context, she's talking about age and timing, not looks. She also mentions keeping boundaries when he was attached elsewhere.
I don't think this woman really love you like that, bro. You gotta watch the signs, man. That woman said you wasn't even her type. If a woman tell me she not my type but end up with me, then what's keeping you here? What's keeping you here then? If I'm not your type, that means you going off looks. So what's keeping you here? You gotta ask, but you young though. But you gotta ask yourself some questions. We not coming down on you, brother. We trying to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? Before they end up.
But short quotes outpace long explanations. Pair that one-liner with the reception clip and boom. People stitch a storyline that reads cleaner than real life ever is. Then there's the flashpoint everyone remembers, Heisman-night. A delayed stand, a quick shoulder tap. Freeze frame, verdict delivered, case closed, at least on social.
Because Hunter was with the right woman. Now, I believe her name was Leanna. We haven't heard from her in a long time, and that is for good reason. One of the things that I said very early on was that if they wanted to maintain and keep their relationship together, then she was going to have to shut the hell up. She went on this long rant, which I believe is deleted from her Instagram right now and from TikTok. But she went on this long rant basically defending their relationship and defending.
Later, she explained she moved the way she did, so the spotlight stayed on him and his family. He publicly backed her. The problem? The internet had already titled the clip.
Cause she's not gonna get on here and talk. She just hurt. You know, she upstairs. She been crying all day. You know, cause people trying to attack her character. Like they don't know her. They ain't never talked to her before. So I'm gonna protect my girl. And you know, I always post those pictures when everybody get to talking. Hey, cause I be trolling. I love to troll people that be trying to troll me.
And re-uploads kept paying attention like interest. From there, even silence sounded like a statement. When backlash ballooned, Travis stepped off social for a stretch. To some, that looked like boundaries. To others, it read like something's up. A posting vacuum invites anyone to fill it, and the rumor machine never misses its cue.
How do you maintain such a healthy relationship?
Don't let social media be in your relationship.
Okay.
Never post when y'all have problems.
Okay.
And be honest, always.
Okay.
Always be honest.
I feel it. You got the ring on right now?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Cut that goofy shit the hell out, yo. Cut that.
With fewer fresh clips, every micro gesture had to carry a whole thesis. But before the timeline turned into a courtroom, here's the part almost nobody replays, their origin story. They didn't launch with fireworks. It started in the DMs, quiet, easy to ignore.
We had enough money for the deposit, but not enough money for the furniture. When we first moved to Colorado, we had no furniture, no anything. We moved here in January, so it was really, really cold. It was snowing. Nothing in our house worked either, so we were freezing. It was like 40 degrees in the house. We were sleeping on a blow-up mattress, one singular blanket.
She was in college. He was younger, still on the come up. The message sat. Days stretched into weeks. No drama. No scene, just real life. Eventually she answered, slowly, on friends' first settings. No rush, no labels. They built a steady rhythm. Check-ins, small jokes, inside references. That's how trust sneaks in.
The first thing that ever stood out to me about Travis was that he never tried to change me at all. So like I said, I met him in college. He was in high school, and I obviously I was in the middle of outgrowing partying, but I still partied a lot. And I don't know if y'all know this, but he doesn't drink at all. Even though he's legal to drink, he doesn't drink. And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink. And I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside partying, and then take us home.
Again, I still hope that all goes well for Travis Hunter. I really do. I still hope that he has counsel around him that will show him and steer him.
Not with one grand moment, but 100 small, consistent ones. Their lives weren't copy-paste compatible. He doesn't drink by choice. She's social birthdays, late nights, music so loud it rattles the curb. He didn't try to rewrite her personality. He drove. Drop-offs, pickups, long waits in the lot with the playlist looping while she finished the night.
He's absolutely in love with this girl. Okay, I'll give you another one. This is what he said.
That's insane.
That
He's crazy. He needs better people around him.
He has the best people around.
No, he doesn't. Not if they let that happen. They shouldn't have let that slip through the cracks.
Check this out. So Travis is on an interview and he goes, so when she was in her party era, I would wait in the car and just let her party and wait till she comes outside.
No, that's bad.
Hunter, what do you think about that? That's crazy, right?
No ultimatums. Just text me when you're done. Then came the chapter most couples never post. He went through a run of surgeries, back to back, with a long recovery window and complications. She didn't dip. She showed up 3 months under the same roof, learning schedules, making bland food taste like something, swapping out supplies like it was second nature.
So last year, when all of the ruckus and the things that was happening in social media of everybody commenting on the previous videos, and for those of you that has been living under a rock, his fiance had been making and having a whole lot of conversations online about everything that had been going on in their relationship, and they had been doing challenges together and TikToks and all of that stuff. And Travis Hunter, in a lot of people's eyes, was simping out for, and he was basically being warned.
Not glamorous, but absolutely telling. That's the footage no one edits into the wedding reception discourse. With that context in your back pocket, it's easier to see why money talk hit like gasoline.
What? Come on, let's do it! Woo!
It looks as though, and you can actually see this right here.
The commentary pivoted from feelings to finances in a heartbeat. Prenups, payouts, what-ifs. League-wide headlines about rookie prenups got stapled to their names whether they fit or not. Overnight, Everybody turned into an amateur contract expert. Meanwhile, cooked claims kept popping up, posts acting like it was already over, papers filed, bags secured. Reality checks didn't travel as far as the hot takes. That's the attention economy.
Don't get suckered into this bro, because something ain't right. I didn't like that video. He wasn't my type. Remember, you wasn't my type. But when you're successful, you everybody's type. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, they find out your potential. Now you everybody's type. Be careful with that, bro.
Corrections rarely catch the same tailwind as chaos. The pregnancy chatter rode the same wave. One day it circles around a dress fold. The next, it's a full-on announcement thread. Pushback helps, but once a crowd likes the plot, every new clip is hired to support it.
Run, bitch! Run!
Travis Hunter and his girlfriend argue in front of their fans. Apparently, she got upset about waiting too long. What do you think? Toxic relationship?
Ambiguity fuels engagement. Engagement keeps the theory alive. So, what do these micro moments actually prove about what happens when the door shuts? Nothing. What they do prove is how much weight fame puts on tiny signals. A pivot at a reception becomes a referendum. A 5-second soundbite outruns a 5-paragraph explanation. Step off social and the audience writes your script for you. Usually the messiest possible draft.
They got married in Tennessee, where there is no time limit for a spouse to become eligible for alimony, as long as there's a financial need. Come to find out, it was her idea to get married in Tennessee because of this luxury venue.
Here's where the internet's storytelling habit kicks in. It likes clean stories with a hero, a villain, and a smoking gun. Bedroom mismatch checks every box because it explains everything in one breath.
2, 1! Come on, let's do it! Woo! Yeah!
The stiff kiss, the cold clip, the posting gap. Simple sells. Real life doesn't care. You can diagram every micro gesture and still know nothing about a private rhythm. Intimacy isn't measured in pixels or frame counts. Quick pause. We can still separate signals from noise without pretending rumor equals proof. Let's zoom out to the public ledger. No fan fiction. There's a wedding with big smiles and an even bigger gift.
I think he got married on this and ain't told me.
Not yet. I like it.
I'm gonna do your prenup. It's gonna be about this thick.
There's a reception moment people replay, like it's a confession. There's Heisman-night, a delayed stand that turned into a verdict before context entered the chat. There's a social timeout that the timeline translated into something's wrong. There's league-wide prenup talk that got glued to their situation. And there are loud breakup narratives that didn't survive daylight. That's the fence line. Past it, you're guessing. And once a story feels good, folks defend it like a team jersey. Why does the theory grip so hard? Because it lets viewers play detective. Pause, zoom, annotate. Call it analysis and you're part of the show. Pick a side, she's checked out, he's covering, it's a bag move. It's all out of context, and every new clip rewards your bias. That little dopamine hit keeps you scrolling. It's not just content, it's confirmation. But the couple at the center still has to live when the comments close. Now for the version that doesn't melt the second you fact check it. 2 very young people learning in public under stadium lights. One steps off social to breathe. The other explains her side and loses to snarky captions. They get married, and the most replayed moment isn't the vows, it's a half-second head turn. Because the crowd already wrote the ending, every new scene gets shoved to match it. That's not romance, that's crowd control. What should you actually believe? Start with the boring truths. Debunked claims are still debunked. League headlines are league headlines, group offers, general advice, not someone's personal paperwork. A spicy clip can make a love story look like a chess match, but clips don't testify under oath. Hold 2 thoughts at once. Public moments matter, and public moments don't decode a private life. If they don't say it, don't stamp it. Truth is, a pause can be nerves, playfulness, stage fright, or nothing at all. A clarified quote can still lose to a spicy remix. A quiet week online can be peace, not proof. We're trained to sprint to verdicts because the feed doesn't slow down, but that habit turns people into plot devices. If there's a twist worth keeping, it's this. Stop treating 7 seconds like a sworn statement. Here's a tighter, faster cut for the back half. Same facts, snappier cadence. The internet loves clean arcs. Hero, villain, smoking gun. Easy to binge. Bedroom mismatch wraps everything in one line. Stiff kiss, cold clip, social blackout. Simple sells, but life is messy. You can map every glance and still miss the truth of two people who don't live on camera. So we stick to what's public. Wedding reel. Gift loud. Reception turn. Interpreted, not proven. Heisman beat, addressed by both. Social cooldown, documented, meaning debated. Prenup chatter. Leak noise glued onto their names. Breakup declarations. Loud online, light on proof. That's the perimeter. Outside it, creative writing. Why do rumors dominate? Because they recruit the audience. You get to be the sleuth. Pick your bias and the algorithm serves you dessert. More clips that agree. That loop is addictive, and it keeps the storyline breathing long after the facts run out. Meanwhile, the unviral parts matter. The DMs that were answered late. The friend's first phase. The opposite lifestyles that didn't require ultimatums. The night drops and dawn pickups. The surgeries. The months of recovery. The caretaking. The loyalty that doesn't trend because it doesn't fit a caption. That's the stuff that outlives a freeze frame. And yes, money talk always spikes engagement. Throw in league-wide prenup buzz and the comment section becomes a calculator. But contracts don't explain closeness, and closeness isn't a public stat. When the crowd can't measure it, it guesses. And when it guesses, it usually chooses the spiciest answer. So where does that leave us? With a camera that can catch almost anything except the inside of a relationship. With a reception video that might show nerves, playfulness, or nothing. With a quote that got clarified but never outran its first cut. With a Heisman clip that didn't deserve to become a personality test. And with a marriage that, last we actually checked, exists outside the comments. Final beat. Believe what's confirmed and label everything else for what it is. Speculation with good lighting. If you've ever had your worst angle become your whole personality online, you know how it works. The frame picks you, the caption defines you, and the comments try to finish you. Maybe the smartest move is learning to pause on purpose, especially before we decide we know what two people are like when nobody else is in the room. Who do you think's gonna be the next person in the limelight? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get the latest celebrity news and updates. I'll see y'all on the next one.